Alright. Still just traveling. Gonna go here. House of the Patriot. Like Chainsaw Massacre coming after me. Alright. What's going on? What can I look at here? Pew 101.
Carl shivered as he saw the emblem. The Patriot flag, used during the 1837 rebellion, and which had resurfaced in 1970s Quebec, flown proudly by the FLQ terrorist groups. This flag meant bombs, kidnappings, threats in the papers. It was a sign of rebellion. That truck had obviously seen its share of gravel roads. Carl wasn't a mechanic, but he could easily tell that only the most heartfelt prayer would bring this old beater back from its slumber.
This old beater.
However, it was more likely that it would wait until next spring to wake up.
This is where the kids go to drown. I will probably die here.
The place looked more like a pigsty than a house. A heavy stench of curdled milk, cheap alcohol, and boiled cauliflower filled the air.
Is that a soap bar?
Back then, in Africa and elsewhere, people were ready to take up arms to stand against the yoke of English imperialism. In Montreal, mailboxes were blown up, abductions were carried out, and violent manifestos were distributed to media outlets. But around here, in the great northernmost, all a man could do is curse out loud against a faraway evil and pray for the revolution to arise. That man, by any reckoning, was from that very stock. Rock music invaded the minds of men even in the remotest of places. The man didn't own a turntable, though, so there's that going for him. At Jean Blouin, seems like that pig had a name after all.
Why wash dishes when clean ones are within reach? Exactly.
Carl wondered how long he would have to endure this skin-stinging cold.
Ah, shut up, Carl. Sounds like Just Cause music. Can I get that tuna? A gun rack. A gun rack. So it's a gun rack. Oh, you looky here. I've got the bottle. I'm missing something. Drawers are overrated. Ain't that true?
The rag reeked of fermented vomit. Carl wondered how one could bear to live in such gross and horrid conditions. Carl knew right away that the owner of this place wasn't a copper collector.
No, you're funny.
This was a junkman's base of operations. The guy definitely seemed like quite the expert in scavenging scrap metal, with or without permission, surely. In the right hands, red metal could sell like hotcakes.
That's right. I'm missing a special.
You had to be out of your mind to cook up white whiskey at home. The all-surrounding stench of alcohol alone was probably enough to gas a man to death. Carl now knew how to quench the drunkard's thirst.
White whiskey. Too much isn't a valid quantifier for that. Sherry wine for added mellowness. White whiskey, sherry wine, spices to taste just a tiny bit. This isn't a stew. I didn't mean to bring out the map. Okay. So I need sherry wine, some kind of wine at different places. I will find it. If this guy doesn't show up and kill me first. Why are there's tracks where these things have been like coming out of the snow? Or like
with a homemade shooting range such as this, it wasn't hard to imagine a stray bullet ending its course inside the flesh of an unsuspecting passerby. Granted,
look at that.
But there wasn't much in the way of passersby around here.
What much in the way of passerbyers around here? Bullseye.
With a homemade shooting range such as this,
Alright, yeah, I heard you one time.
To imagine a stray bullet ending its course inside the flesh of an unsuspecting passerby. Granted, Carl thought, there wasn't much in the way of passersby around here.
Alright. What you got out here, buddy? Barrels. Barrels.
Garbage trucks rarely made a stop in the area. Thankfully, the lake served as a pretty good backup dump for those times when the bins started overflowing.
His dry sense of humor is what's keeping me going throughout this game. I already got an axe. What's that? Ooh, matches. What's that? A beer bottle. Delicious. I'll bring it home to feed the kids. Alright. Let's go to the mall. Alright. Now we need to go. Maybe the last stop is where we'll find the beer. I'm gonna go back out and we're gonna take a left. Don't wreck. Nope. Good job, good job. Yeah, go out of here, take a left at the rock. You're such a bad driver, Bagman. We should have made them 30-minute videos, not 15-minute videos. That's so complicated. Parallel park. Ultimate cringe. Kona driving. It's getting snowy. The calm before the storm. What's that? Let's go look. Wood. Pincher. Hardware. Very nice. What's this? Maybe the wolves aren't bad. Maybe the wolves lead me to good stuff. Maybe they are bad and I'm just kidding myself. Oh, he getting cold. Alright. And we're loading. Alright, let's go see what's going on here. I see a tank. Cul-de-sac.
Sometimes, and especially around here, people are so possessive with their land, as a dog is with hydrants.
Somebody's ranch. Alright, give me that back. Dear Mr. Lamoth, your spark plug you ordered for the Olympic Ski-Doo has been very popular. It's made difficult to find a brand new part quickly usual. Thank you for choosing garage, pot vent, and
Carl
fills
wondered
in.
how long he would have to endure this skin-stinging cold.
Hey, Carl needs to shut up. How about that?
Carl was wondering about the heat stinging cold.
Alright, the wolves lead me to good things. Or they trick me and eat my soul. I'm gonna freeze. Alright now. Hold on. Where am I at? What is this nonsense? Ooh, no, 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 no. Alright. You decided.
Carl never thought he would be dancing with the wolves.
I'm sorry, Wolfie. He was trying to get something here under the snow. If I would have just fired my gun, I wouldn't have had to kill him. I'm a murderer. What has my life become? And I'm gonna freeze to death. I can't even go out there. Alright. This was a bad decision. Hurry. Maybe it's a shortcut from one end to another. I don't know. But I do know. So I'm back now. Bagman knew that if he waited long enough for the loading screen, he would become bored with the game. And he wouldn't feel the need to complete it. Break in.
Another worrisome victim of this ice. This one seemingly petrified in action. The poor man, before being frozen solid, seemed to have been defending the entrance to his cabin. But from what?
A Wendigo. Genesera. Blue something. Hamilton, I won't be your dog anymore. Alright, I need
Cold
heat.
turned into pain. Carl needed to find someplace warm.
And then Carl found someplace this warm. Carl realized he had no fire starter. It's wrong. Carl realized he had no log. Carl needed to find a log. Alright now, where's the log? Where's the firewood at?